ready to roll. Yeah.
Perfect. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our weekly opportunity call. Thank you very much for joining us. Tonight we are going to be talking to you all about our amazing products and our incredible work from home business opportunity. And we are going to get started right away with our lovely Paula, who is going to be telling us all about our products.
Thank you, Sara, and thank you everyone for joining us this evening. So as Sara said, my name is Paula and I'm going to be sharing with you our wonderful, wonderful Juice Plus products. Now, it's about 6.5 years ago I first got introduced to them, and I immediately I just got it straight away. I just thought it just made perfect sense that you could get all these fruits and vegetables in capsules and all the other, I'll explain in a few minutes as I go through the presentation, and all this health and nutrition in just such an easy, convenient and affordable way. And I just couldn't wait to get started. And I absolutely loved all the testimonials that I heard, which you'll hear some this evening as well. And I love that they were backed by science, and they're the most researched nutritional product in the world. I didn't feel that I probably needed any kind of supplements because I felt like I was healthy, but I just thought I've got to give these things a go and see if what everyone's saying is true. And within a few days, I just could not believe the amount of energy I got. And then I noticed my skin got much better, and then I just noticed I just felt better. I don't know how to explain, just felt better. So 6.5 years later, I haven't had one day sick since. I still have energy all the time, and I will never stop taking them. So I'm going to go through with them. I'm going to start with our premium capsules. Our premium capsules, well, they're made of fruits and vegetables, basically. They're a range of a variety of 30 raw fruits, vegetables and berries in capsule form. So doesn't that just sound absolutely perfect? Because, you know, we know that the more fruits and vegetables we eat, the healthier we are. But the problem is we just don't get enough fruits and vegetables in our diet. And as a result of that, there's a lot more, you know, there's a lot of ill health and, you know, things going around. And if we don't support our body with the right amount of nutrients and antioxidants, all those things that come from fruits and vegetables, that's when health issues can start. We just really need to support our body at a cellular level, which is exactly what our capsules do. So we'll pop on to the next slide, please, James. So as I said, fruits and vegetables are, you know, important to keep healthy, but sadly, over, you know, you can see by these this slide here that we're just not getting enough. So you can see here, like over 87% of adults are not eating enough vegetables, 59% are not eating enough fruits. And then go over to the kids, it gets even worse. We've got 96% not eating enough fruits and vegetables, and then over 70% of youngsters. And, you know, so what our Juice Plus capsules do is they help to bridge the gap between what we are eating, which isn't enough, and what we should be eating. And there's just no easier way to do it than to, you know, to get them in capsule form, because a lot of what are the reasons we don't have enough fruits and vegetables? Choice in the supermarket. If you go in the supermarkets now, there's, you know, I rarely see things that like berries are pretty much out during winter, or they've been flown from God knows where. And, you know, the quality isn't always there. Affordability, you know, it can be really expensive to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, and also just time. So this is just a really easy way to get them into your diet. Next slide, please. So with our fruits and vegetables, we've got, I'll just run through what they are. And if James is there, you can pop onto the next slide. But anyway, we've got the fruit blend. So we've got, as I said, there's 30 raw fruits and vegetables and berries, and they come in 3 different bottles. So you've got the fruits. I've got 10 fruits. So you're getting cherries, you're getting oranges, you're getting apples, you're getting, you know, a whole range of 10 fruits every single day. And they're whole food. So unlike what you see in the supermarket, I mean, unlike you see them in the supermarket, unlike what you eat in the supermarket, the things that you pick up in the supermarket, so like oranges, for example, you don't usually eat the peel. You don't eat, you know, the bits that have got the most nutrition in. Whereas with our capsules, the way that they and make them into capsules. I'll run through that in a second. You're getting the whole food, which is exactly why they're called whole food supplements. They're not at all like vitamins that you see, in Boots and Holland and Barrett and places like that. They are, which are mainly synthetic made, and the body doesn't usually recognize them. It goes right through the body, and you get little benefit. With these, they're whole food nutrition. They've got a nutrition label on them, and they are totally bioavailable. Your body recognizes them because it's food, goes straight into your bloodstream, and they work at a cellular level, and you get all of the nutrients from the 30 raw fruits and vegetables and berries straight into your bloodstream, straight in, and it working at a cellular level. So you're just getting all of that nutrition straight into your body in one big hit. So when you get onto the when with the vegetables, you've got 10 vegetables in here. Now, how hard is it to get, a good range of vegetables in your body? So looking at the slide here, you've got kale, broccoli, spinach, and so on. All of the things that if you Google what are the best vegetables or best foods for, cancers and preventing this and preventing that, all the different things that you might be interested in, a lot of times comes up, well, usually all fruits and vegetables, but broccoli, cabbage, kale, spinach, all those kind of leafy greens can come up. And you're getting all of the antioxidants and everything like that in just such an easy way. And getting onto the berries, you've got over 10 berries there, and you're getting berries that you probably never even heard of, or you've probably never even eaten. I don't think I've ever eaten a bilberry or elderberry. But what you get in here is when you're getting the full range, you're getting the nutrients from each one. So say with an apple, there's tens of thousands of nutrients in an apple, right? So if you don't eat an apple, you're missing out on all those nutrients. If you have an orange instead, you're getting all the nutrients from the orange, but they're all completely different. So you get here the full range of all the nutrients you need in your body every single day. Next slide, please. And so this is how the Juice Plus capsules are made. This is Bill, our cranberry farmer. Juice Plus have got farms all over the world that are especially selected for us to grow at a really high quality. Now they grow them to their peak ripeness. So unlike what you see in the supermarket, where they've been picked, your fruits and vegetables have been picked, weeks in advance, because by the time they land in your fruit bowl, they would have gone off if they'd have picked them at their peak ripeness. So they picked it, so they've got all of the nutrition in. They've come full term. I always look at it like a baby, where it's kind of like come full term, so he's got everything where it should be. And then they juice them at a speed that keeps the nutrition in. They then take away the water, the sugar, and the fiber, so they're perfectly safe for people who've got diabetes or blood sugar level kind of issues. And then they dry them at a temperature that keep the goodness in. And what's left is just basically the powders of all the fruits and vegetables, which are just basically, well, not just the powders. What is left is all the micronutrients, the phytonutrients, the antioxidants, and all of those really powerful and essential nutrients that we usually miss out every day by not having enough fruits and vegetables. They just, that's what's left. And you can and then they're encapsulated into the capsules that I've just shown you. So an absolute genius way of getting all of that nutrition into your body in a really quick way. Just one big glass of water every day and you're done. Thanks, James. So as well as adults being able to enjoy the benefits, we've got our Healthy Starts for Families program. As a mother, I'm hugely passionate about this. And it's basically, if an adult buys the capsules that I've just been talking about, they are eligible to get absolutely free for a child from the age of 4 to 21. So for a younger child, they'd have chewables. So the children think that they're actually eating sweeties. They're just like soft, chewies. But they've got all of those fruits and vegetables in that I've just been talking about. So, what better way to get all of that kale and cabbage and broccoli and spinach, which children usually just absolutely hate. And they're just, they think they're eating sweets and they're getting all of that goodness. The best thing about them is they're absolutely free. We've had over 1.5 million families taking part in the program all over the world, and we're in almost 30 countries. And out of all those participants, we've had 96% of people have reported positive health benefits. So, you know, for me, my daughter is one of those statistics. She's been taking them actually now for 6.5 years. She started when she was 5. She's now nearly 13, and I am like, she has never had one day sick since, not even one sniffle. So as a mother, I am hugely passionate about these and to share them with other families as well. Thanks, James. So they're just the chewables, that how they come in, and also when they get to more of a teenager, they can get the capsules, so they don't have to just have them as the sweets. But these are absolutely delicious. Once you start eating these, you can't stop, so you've got to take them away. So you've got, these are just after a year, some of the results that I was sharing with you then, the 96%, these are just broken down results. We've got 71% of children and teenagers consuming less fast foods and soft drinks, 89% more aware of their health, 71% drinking more water, and 61% eating more fruits and vegetables. And that is because what you put in your body starts to crave. So if you're putting lots of, you know, donuts and McDonald's and junk and stuff in your body on a regular basis, that's what your body starts to crave. But you start putting all of this high level nutrition in your body at a cellular level, your body just naturally starts to crave it. So that's why you can see here 61% eating more fruits and vegetables. Don't be surprised if you give these to your children, if they suddenly start saying, "Mummy, can I have some spinach?" or "Daddy, can I have some broccoli?" You know, it's really common, as you can see here. Thanks, James. So I mean, what better way to get fruits and vegetables? Know that you're getting fruits and vegetables in your children every day. So as I said, we are the world's most researched nutritional product in the world. We've now got over 40 gold standard clinical studies, which are basically the best studies that you can get in top hospitals and universities all over the world. And I'll just run through just a sample of some of the studies, just so you can see the quality of them. So interestingly, what's going on in the world at the moment. Immune health is really important, and if we haven't got a strong immune system, we pick up, you know, things that are going around, whatever that may be. But our Juice Plus capsules have got 4 gold standard clinical studies back in showing that they support the immune system. So that's a really good reason to start them alone. They help to support the DNA. They're fantastic they've got one for skin health. So if you take these, especially with the berries, you get what we call a Juice Plus glow, because they're absolutely packed full of antioxidants. And don't be surprised if people say to you, like, "Oh gosh, they probably won't say at the moment, have you been away?" because nobody's going away, but or have you had a facial? Well, that's commonly what people used to say, but they'll say, "Gosh, your skin is looking great." And just a very quick story, my father had a really bad eczema for 20 years, and after only 3 months, and nothing worked at all, even strong steroid creams, and after only 3 months of taking the capsules, it completely cleared up, and that's 6.5 years ago. Of course, not making any claims, but just wanted to share that story that happened to my father. We've got dental health study. They help to reduce oxidative stress, which is really important to keep you healthy. We've got one for cardiovascular health. They help to support your heart system. And also they help to reduce inflammation, and all ill health and disease stems from having, you know, if you're unhealthy, you've got inflammation in your body, and they help to reduce inflammation. So that is really important. Next slide, please, James. So we've got our amazing omegas, and if you take these, you'll be doing a huge favor to your health. And you want, and it's not just how you feel, but it's what's doing inside your body. Your body doesn't make omegas. You need to get it from your diet, basically. And like fruits and vegetables, you just don't get enough. You usually get omegas from, you know, fish and seeds and things like that. But again, you just don't get enough. So we have got our omegas, and they are a blend of 5 omegas. So you've got 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. So unlike the fish oils that you get that have got, I can't remember which ones they've got now, because I've never taken them. But anyway, they've only got 2 omegas. I know one of them, I think it's 3 and 6 or 6. Yeah, 3 and 6, I think. Anyway, we've got 5 omegas, and omegas are really good for brain health, concentration, brain fog, hormones, balancing any kind of hormonal kind of issue. They're really good for your eyes and cardiovascular health again. They're really good for the joints, and they're basically good for every cell in the body. But what I said before about the fish oils, these are not fish oils. These are from plants and seeds, and you can see the list here. So instead of us using the algae oil that's actually in the fish and taking it from the fish, which is why you call it fish oil, we miss out the fish, go straight to the algae plant in the bottom of the sea, take out the oil from there, and then all of the other oils from the different seeds that make really, really rich source of omegas. Thanks, James. And we've got our complete range, which, as the name suggests, it's a complete meal. So there's the bars, there's the soups, and we've got the shakes as well, plant protein, full of 19 grams of plant protein, vegan, gluten-free, got a low GI, so low releasing in your body, carbohydrates from root vegetables. They've got 17 of the fruits and vegetables in. And basically, if it was on a plate, whether it was a bar or any of these here, it would have everything your body needs for a highly nutritious meal. So I have a shake or a smoothie bowl for breakfast, or sometimes I make it into a pancake, and absolutely fantastic start to the day. You get lots of energy, keep you going for hours, and you know you're getting all that nutrition in your body that your body needs for a healthy start to the day. You can also have it for a snack or lunch, or if you want to lose some weight, really good as a meal replacement. They've only got 220 calories in, so we get really, really good weight loss, but really healthy weight loss. So none of that kind of calorie counting, just giving your body lots of nutrition, and then your body rewards you by just balancing out, basically. Really good for pre and post workout, and also safe for pregnant and breastfeeding women as well. Thanks, James. And then we've got our Uplift, which is our instant energy drink. And this is absolutely amazing, just to put you in a state of like, I just want to feel like you have that afternoon dip, or you just haven't had enough sleep and you just want to kind of get back to feeling good again, but you don't want that caffeine rush, and you don't want that sugar rush, and you don't want that kind of up and down that you get with normal kind of energy drinks. This is all made from plants and vitamin B's that are naturally found in the plants that help to promote energy. And you can see here mango, guava, lemon peel, and the caffeine is totally natural, and it's from a yerba mate plant, so there's none of that kind of chemicals, there's no added sugars. So it's basically a health drink that makes you feel fantastic. So what better way to, even if I'm not feeling tired, which I don't usually feel tired at all, I don't need to, because I support my system with all the with the capsules, but I'll have one of these because I want all that vitamin B in my body. I'll have one every single day. So there you go. I think that's it. Oh, is there one? All right. So we've got the capsules we've got for daily support for you and your family. I call them my nutritional safety belt or my health insurance. I just know when I'm taking them every day that I'm just giving my body the best nutrition it needs to be healthy. And I'm the complete for nutritionally balanced meal or weight replacement, weight loss or weight management. And we've also got the lift for natural energy for body and mind. So if you haven't tried the products, I highly recommend that you give them a go. Like I did, I didn't even feel like I needed them, but I will never, ever stop taking them. Thanks, James. Thanks, Sara. And thanks everyone for listening.
Thank you, Paula. That was absolutely amazing. We most definitely have the most amazing products. I've been using them for 5 years now, which is pretty special, but I absolutely love them and I've never ever felt better. So we are now going to hear from some people who have used the products and love the products as much as I do. And we're going to get started straight away with our lovely Howard.
Good evening, and a warm welcome to all the people who are joining us for the first time.
Thank you very much, Howard. And you just take it away and tell us why you love Juice Plus.
Sure. Well, I was introduced to the Juice Plus products at the end of 2013. I had actually had some exposure to them very early in the 1990s, but it was something I chose to ignore at that time. An old friend of mine got in touch with me at the end of 2013. His timing was very, very good for 2 reasons. Firstly, I had just committed to a major cycling event, nothing competitive, but I was keen to do cycling events. I was doing an alpine event the following July, and I knew that the quality of the nutrition within Juice Plus would underpin the training program that I was going to have to go through. I also figured that after 20 years, so there would be some other products that would interest me, and that certainly was the case. The Juice Plus Complete that Paula talked about, the protein shakes, that was a fundamental part of my training regime, both for pre-exercise and also for post-exercise. So if I did a spin class or a long bike ride, either one or two shakes were really, really useful to me. Now I don't cycle as much, but I still use the shakes extensively, particularly for smoothies. I'm also start my day very, very early and have a shake before as my breakfast. It works absolutely perfectly well. More importantly than that, 20 years had elapsed. I was getting a little older. I really wanted to understand what the science could do for me. And when I looked at those studies that Paula referred to, I really realized that I had something whose efficacy just simply couldn't be questioned. And as such, I realized that I wanted these things inside me, fighting in my corner as I got older, and the risk of an unpleasant degenerative condition might come along. I wanted these things fighting for me. So his timing was good for that reason. It was also good as far as the business was concerned. I had a business that I'd had for about 10 or 11 years. It was running into a little bit of trouble, and I needed a plan B. And I thought of no other better way than being able to share something that I personally believed in with people who I cared about. And as such, it's really a very exciting business model that we'll hear a little bit more of later. So thanks very much.
Thank you so much, Howard. And it's so true. I think, I love the saying, make a decision now that your future self will thank you for. And it's so people take their health for granted until their health deteriorates. I think it's so important to do the best we can now to take care of our health, and we'll reap the rewards in later life.
Absolutely right.
Thank you very much, Howard.
My pleasure.
Up next, we've got Kelly.
Hi,
how are you?
Can you hear me okay?
I hear you perfectly.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Kelly. If you just take it away, tell us why you love Juice Plus.
So I'm so excited to be speaking tonight, so thank you very much for having me. I started on the Juice Plus products in the first lockdown. I was furloughed from work and I was at home a lot, so eating a lot, drinking a lot, and I don't think I'm on my own there. So I followed Paula on Facebook for quite a long time, and I actually messaged her for some advice on, I can't remember what it was now, some smoothie recipes or something like that, and that's when she introduced me to these shakes. So I was like, so I got some of those ordered and I was like, wow, these are amazing. Within a week or two, I just felt like a different person. I was full of energy, I'd lost a few pounds, and I just felt comfortable. I just felt like me again. And I built on that with the berries and the omega capsules. During the winter time, I often get a bad skin condition around my chin, and I need to go to the doctors at least once a year to get antibiotics, and they make me feel quite poorly, but fingers crossed not this winter. So that's absolutely amazing for me. I joined the business in January, which I'd just like to add, the friendship and community and the support has just been absolutely incredible. I feel like a different woman, honestly, I do. So I started with the premium capsules at the end of January, early February. Amazing. Again, energy levels up here. And the massive thing for me was I've got two children. My son Alfie, he suffers from eczema on the backs of his knees. He was having to make himself little knee covers to sleep on a night so he didn't scratch. So the little chews, within 2.5 weeks, it had gone. Yeah, it had gone. And honestly, I could have cried when he showed me, because obviously as a mum, it's hard when they're so uncomfortable, isn't it? And it was just so wonderful to see, and he's back to himself again. And also I've had loads of amazing feedback from our customers as well, which makes me so happy. So I could cry when I get a positive message. So thank you so much for letting me share, and I'll never stop taking them either.
Oh, Kelly, that was amazing. I love there's such a variety of the different reasons that you love it. You for yourself, for your energy, you know, for the eating during lockdown, your son's and so many people start our products for weight loss but don't realise all of these incredible health benefits. Kelly, you're amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. That was great. Thank you.
And up next we have got Sib and Sue, and I was thinking that sounds like a double act, doesn't it? They have just been doing absolutely amazing. I messaged her about half an hour ago and was like, can I speak tonight? So organised this episode. Thank you both so much, and just take it away and tell us all about why you love Juice Plus.
Hi everyone. Hi everyone. So basically I'm Sib, that's my sister Sue. I started back in October. To be totally honest with you, my cousin started her own little business and I thought I'm just going to help her out. I'm just going to buy it and just see how it goes. I didn't have a clue that it was going to help me. Little did I know that it was going to literally help with everything. Like, I suffered with really bad depression. I lost my little boy 5 years ago and I was in a really, really bad place. Literally my depression tablets were really high. And it was really, really hard for me. My little girl's got cerebral palsy, my son has ADHD. So yeah, I was in a really bad place. And then I started taking these capsules and I was on all of them, literally every single one of them. And then I started noticing within about 4 weeks, my hair was getting thicker because I'd lost so much hair. Like, you know, when you go through depression in general, for some weird reason, like with me, the first thing that I'd noticed was my hair and my nails, like, and my skin. But then after about 4 weeks, I'd noticed that I could see like little baby hairs coming back. And I'd be looking in front of the mirror and I'd be literally dancing, you know, like the, what's that dance? What's that dance? that guy that does that dance. I was literally dancing in front of the mirror over these little baby hairs that I was just so excited.
It has grown a lot.
It has, yeah. And another thing, like, I've not been able to go down on my depression tablets. Like, for me to talk like this in front of people, like, I would literally just lock myself in a room. Like, the omegas and just all of it has just really benefited me. Like, I've lost a stone as well. I was 10 stone 6. Well, just nearly a stone. I'm now like 9 stone 8, 9 stone 10. I'm fluctuating between it, so, which is great. And another, like, have I got time? Sorry, have I got time? Yeah, okay, yeah. With my little girl as well, she's only got like one healthy lung. Her other lung is always filled with fluid. And I started her on the chewies because obviously you get them for free. So I thought, hey, I might as well try them. And then, yeah, I've put her on them since October, and she's been in hospital every single winter since she's come out of intensive care 5 years ago. Sorry, she was a twin with my little boy, and she was in intensive care for 6 months.
Yeah, for about 6 months.
She came home on oxygen, but she's only got one healthy lung. And literally every winter we'd end up in hospital on oxygen and whatnot. And since being on the chewables, we've not been in hospital at all. She's not needed any oxygen. But what?
Yeah, thinks, yeah.
Oh, I was like, what's she bloody doing? Yeah, she's not been on any oxygen. She's not been in hospital. She's not even had a cold, which is absolutely amazing. And
it's very, very rare.
Yeah.
For the little one to.
And my cousin kept pestering me, like, Sib, just join the business. And I thought, you know what? I'm so happy. Like, I feel like I've got my life back, and I do thank Juice Plus for that, because I genuinely believe that honestly, I swear by them. They're brilliant. And then I managed to get this one in, managed to worm her in. So
I started Juice Plus about 5 years ago, and when I tried the products, and I love the products. Mine was more of a weight loss, if you want me to be honest, but people don't realise that when you are doing a weight loss, you need the vitamins, you need everything, because then you start having problems. So, you know, I started taking the vitamins. I felt I had more energy. I lost 2 stones when I did it 5 years ago. So I knew the product worked. And then when my sister and my cousin joined in, I thought, you know what? it looks really fun.
She got
It
jealous.
looks really, really fun. I'm jealous. I want to do this. So I thought, you know what? I know the products. I want to help people. I want to show them how much it works, how much it helped for me, and it's working for my sister. So I thought, why not? I'm at home all day anyway. Just use the phone, and you're making money from it. You're helping others.
And for anyone that thinks like they can't do it, I've got 2 businesses running from home. I've also got a cattery. Like at the moment, I've got 16 kittens.
Yeah,
2 kids. 2 kids, a husband, which honestly is worse than all of them put together. And I'm literally tube feeding 2 of the kittens as well because they're quite poorly. So I don't stop. I'm on the go all day. And when I have my uplift, oh my God, I literally look like I've been on something. Yeah. Honestly, I get so much energy and I love it.
Yeah, I'm a carer as well. So I care for 2 of my children and I can't go to work.
No.
And I wanted to do something for me. And, Juice Plus has helped me with the business with my sister and we love it.
It gives you a bit of confidence.
So we're all excited. We're really excited.
Oh, girls, that was amazing. I smiled the whole way through that. I learned so much about you both as well. Sib, I had no idea about all of your history. But yeah, so nice to hear from you both. You were absolutely amazing. I'm not going to ramble. I'll message you afterwards. Thank you both so much.
Love you, Sara. Take care.
Bye.
And I'm now going to hand over to James, who's going to tell us about the business structure.
Great, everyone. Hi. So I'm going to endeavour to work the hang on, percent of you. Yeah. So this is slightly different from what I had before, but hopefully you're going to see this all right. Yeah, so great. First of all, amazing stories tonight. I mean, we always have the most incredible stories, but I've got to say my heart is really, really overwhelmed by what I've heard tonight. I mean, really. And we've never had a duo like that before. That was fantastic, But, Kelly was absolutely superb. Howard, well done. It takes a lot to come on a call like this. And we really appreciate you coming on to tell your story, bearing your heart, bearing your soul as such. It's a very, very precious thing to see. And we're very, very grateful for that. Anyway, I'm going to talk very quickly now about the Juice Plus business. So I always say to people, it took me 2 shots to get Maths GCSE. So if I can explain this, I hope that you can understand it. So we're talking about the Juice Plus franchise here. 4 ways that we make money: retail, team building, clubs, and network. And the thing that I want to emphasize straight away to everyone is that there's a really, really good income to be made by retailing the product. In actual fact, the retail element of our business is the absolute backbone to everything we do. So we've got a vast customer base, which is growing all the time, repeat customers, and we're very, very proud of that. So as I said, those are the 4 ways we make money. So let's first of all look at the retail side. We earn between 10 and 20% profit for the sale of each product. Now, it depends on where you are in the marketing plan as such, but all I need to tell you is that once you get to a position in the marketing plan, for example, sales coordinator, to get to the 20%, that's permanent. So you can't come back down from that. If you did a lot one month and you achieved sales coordinator and did nothing the following month, you'd still be at sales coordinator. So this is the money that we earn, depending on the number of customers we've got. So in simple terms, 2 customers a month will earn £2,500 a year. If you keep all the customers for the whole year, 4 customers, you can see the figure. 6 customers, you can see the figure. 8 customers, you can see the figure. Think, wow, that's amazing. Now, admittedly, that's about 96 customers, but there are a lot of people who are accumulating very, very significant customer bases. And of course, the interest is there. And we've just seen the results that people are getting, or an example of the results that people are getting. But someone said to me when I first started, they said, James, there's an opportunity where you can work smarter rather than harder, which is the concept of team building. And that's where, if you have 24 customers, I have 24 customers, and then we had 3 people in our team that each have 24 customers, we're going to be earning £800 a month or £10,000 a year. Gosh, that is interesting, isn't it? So we're helping other people to be successful like we are, and we're in a very strong position because we're helping to build a team. And the figures go up. So if you've got 12 people each with 24 customers, you're earning £2,500 a month or £30,000 a year. When I saw this, I thought, my goodness, this is like a full-time income, but a relatively part-time activity. Very interesting. So let's now look at the networking side. So I spoke about the clubs as well. The clubs is just like an expanded version of teams. So the more teams you build, eventually we describe them as clubs. Because it just gets so big. All right, so let's look at the networking side. So the way it works, I talk to someone who talks to someone else who talks to someone else. Remember, everybody's developing their own customer base. The people who are selling the product are earning the most amount of money. Everybody buys from the company. And the company distributes to all of the customers. So there's no money changing hands between people. You know, it's very, very straightforward. It's a beautiful system. I'd explain to people it's more like Amazon, really. It's like having your own Amazon website. So, for example, if you developed a network like this, and each person had their own product order, then you'd be earning, the figures are there, £1,000 a month or £12,000 a year. But if everyone had a qualifying business, and what we mean by that is everybody had that magic 24 customers of the premium, it might be more for the shakes or whatever, then we're going to be earning, look at this, and look at the figure that we could be earning for the year. Really, this is becoming interesting. And when I looked at this, I thought, well, look, even if I achieve 10% of this, it's got to be interesting. Even in actual fact, if I achieved 1%, it would still be interesting. But I could see the potential, and that's really what got me moving with this. But it doesn't stop there. So, for example, we're not limited to the number of people that we can register frontline into the business, as we call it, as franchisees. And you just look, if you, for example, just add 2 more, look how much bigger the network becomes. And look at the figures. Well, the figures, if you just have everyone has their own product order, you can see the figures go really pretty crazy. If everybody has their own team as such, or everybody has their own 24 customers each, well, the figures go crazy. But again, it shows what can be done. And for me, again, I looked at this and thought, well, look, again, the 10%, the 1%, it's fascinating, even if I just achieve that. And that's on the basis of which I got going. I thought, look, if it's working for other people, it has to work for me. So there are bonuses on top of that. We won't go into that, but £120,000 of bonuses all the way up. You get a bonus straight away as soon as you develop 4 customers. You get an £80 bonus. I mean, it's amazing, isn't it? Anyone develops 4 customers, 4 premium customers this month, you would get a check for £160 on the 10th of April. That would be your commission, and also would be your bonus as well. And I'll just finish my little slot with this, Richard Branson, because some people may look at this and say, I don't know how I would ever start this. And I felt the same. But this is what Richard Branson says. If somebody offers you an amazing opportunity, but you're not sure you can do it, say yes, then learn how to do it later. And I think that really makes a lot of sense. And of course, a very, very wise person saying those words. So that's me, and I'll hand back to Sara.
Thank you very much. Absolutely amazing. And it's so true. You learn everything as you go along. We all start at the same position, but there's help, support, training to help you build your business along the way. You are never on your own. And on that note, we are going to hear from some people who are in the business already, and they're going to tell you, I keep saying why they love Juice Plus tonight. I don't know why. I'm just in a really loving mood, but why they love Juice Plus. Daniele, are you there? And why do you love Juice Plus?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can, perfect.
Yes, good evening, everybody. So I came across Juice Plus with a slightly different angle, because I'm a health professional. I've got a medical clinic in Harley Street in central London. We deal with issues to do with the gut, so digestive health issues like irritable bowel syndrome, bloating, this kind of thing. So my introduction to the business was via the products, because somebody told me about the premium capsules and how they could benefit is something that we could offer as an additional product to our patients. So what I did is I went and I looked into the science about the products, and I found that it was, that our product is head and shoulder above everything else. So of course I was excited about that. Started to recommending it to all our patients. They got great results. And then obviously I got excited about the business side of things as well. So this was 6.5 years ago. And over that period of time, working completely part-time, because obviously I've got I've got the clinic business that I run full-time. So working completely part-time, I managed to develop a team, quite a large team of partners, of franchisees, with the famous duplication that James was just showing us before. So I've got a big team in Italy. You can probably hear from my accent, I'm Italian. I've got a team in Poland, here in the UK, a little bit in the US. And, you know, thinking back at what happened over the last year, I am just really, really grateful that all those years, that 6.5 years ago, we decided to get started with Juice Plus, because, you know, this business has proven to be, unlike many, many others, COVID proof, because we've been able to continue working from home. And so not only the business has continued to work very smoothly, irrespective of lockdown and restrictions and all these kind of things, but in fact, it's been thriving over the last year, because so many people have been looking for opportunities such as this one. So I've been really, really happy. And if somebody's thinking about is in the same situation as me, they already have their own business, or they already have self-employed in some capacity, and they're thinking about doing this, you know, like James said, say yes, and they'll figure out how to do it and how to make it work in your schedule, because it is completely doable. And it doesn't have any of the obstacles, of the drawbacks that a traditional business has, you know, which is heavy investments, having to buy machinery, having to buy premises, employees, all these kind of things. It's all taken away from us. So trying this business is absolutely 100% risk-free, and there is only upside and no downside. Thank you.
So true, Daniele. All the benefits of a business with none of the hassle, really, to put it in a nutshell, isn't it? You know, sort of the overheads and the, you know, like all the things that you said, and just all of the benefits. So yeah, thank you very much, Daniele.
You're welcome. Good evening.
Thank you. So I'm just briefly going to tell you about myself. No, obviously I'm Sara. And on that note, I actually received these beautiful flowers yesterday, which reminded me that it was my 5-year anniversary with Juice Plus yesterday, which is amazing. I joined the company 5 years ago. I was going to say very young, I'm not that old now, but younger. And I really just joined to make some money, to get healthy. I wanted to make a little bit of money for myself. I'd had to stop work after my son received an autism diagnosis, and I became a stay-at-home mum. But I'd always wanted to be independent and successful and have my own income. And I don't feel like that should have to stop because you become a mum. And I think in this day and age, it's so many parents feel like they have to choose between either being a full-time parent or bringing in some income every single month to the house. And this business gave me the opportunity to do both. And over the past 5 years, I don't know, it makes me feel a bit emotional. I love everything about Juice Plus, probably why I'm talking about Juice Plus loving tonight. I love the product. I've lost 5 stone on the product. I am the most energetic, healthiest, happiest, most confident I've ever been in my whole life. You know, I'm flooding my body with all this great nutrition every day. I'm full of energy. I wake up at 5 a.m. I work out. It's like, where's Sara and what have you done with her? Because before those 5 years, I was like a completely different person. And on the other side of things, you know, the social aspect, the fun, the friendships, the support. And I often say to people, you know, I don't know what I would do if it wasn't for Juice Plus. I'm not really the type of person who just couldn't do anything. But because of my children and everything else, it's either this or nothing. And it's been a great choice. I've absolutely loved it. The income got me and my family throughout lockdown. My next promotion is International Marketing Director. That comes with a £14,000 bonus on top of commission, which is just absolutely life-changing for a business that you can start for 50 quid. So I am a Juice Plus lover, and I'm really passionate about the product and about the business. It's the best decision I ever made. And I'm going to hand over to James.
Oh yeah, okay, everyone. Well, look, just very quickly, my story. I'll be super quick. I'm the other end of the story as such. You know, Sara's just celebrating 5 years. I think I've been in now for 33 years. Anyway, I mean, it's just been absolutely incredible. I can't tell you how amazing it's been. But, you know, I looked at this and when I saw it, I thought, I can't imagine myself doing it. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know anyone who'd ever done anything like this, but one thing I saw above everything, I saw the opportunity for freedom. And, you know, my accountant said to me something some years ago, which was an extraordinary thing to say to me, but he said to me, James, you'd make more money every day if you never got out of bed. And, you know, on one level, that's a bit insulting because it's implying that I'm wasting a lot of money. But what it was really saying was that the money that I earn is going to come in irrespective of whether I work or not. And I don't know if you can get your head around that, but it's extraordinary reality here. And so that has, you know, been my reality, you know, very, very good full-time income effectively, but on a part-time basis that I've earned. So the best is yet to come. I'm more excited than I've ever been before. I can't believe that the whole thing just keeps reinventing itself over and over again. And here we are. So, you know, if you're looking at it for the first time, the opportunity is just perfect for you right now. We're so grateful that you're looking at it tonight. I'll hand back to Sara.
Thank you very much, James. And I'm 33 this year, so you've been in the business.
There we go. There we go. I signed up on your birth, or probably perhaps when you weren't born, you know, yeah.
But it just goes to show, you know, it's not a quick fix, it's a long-term business opportunity for your entire future, and it's absolutely amazing. So thank you to all of our amazing speakers this evening, and I am now going to introduce our guest speaker, who's Laura Mcclaury. She's an international marketing director, and we are so excited to hear your story, Laura.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for having me on, and thank you, what an amazing call. So as Sara said, my name's Laura Mcclaury. I've been with this amazing business for 6 years, about 6.5 years now. My background is, as you can hear from my accent, I grew up in London, but I actually have an Irish business. So I'm international marketing director, franchisee over in Ireland. And my background is I was a beautician. So I was in the beauty industry for about 17 years. And I came across this opportunity just because I seen the products and the benefits of the products. And that's really why I joined this business, probably like so many of you, or possibly you're already on the product and thinking about it. And that was exactly like me. So I just fell in love with the product. I always say this business works because the product works, the product is amazing. And for me, that's the biggest thing. So 6 years ago, I found the products because I had insomnia and low energy. I started the product. It made such sense to me, Sara, because it was just whole food nutrition. I loved the fact that it was just raw fruits and vegetables. Started the product, had amazing benefits. And within weeks, for me personally, I was noticing benefits and changes. And as the months were going on, there were more and more. So that's why I said yes to this business. And like yourself and James, I did not think I had time. I really resonated with a lot of what Daniele said there as well about being self-employed. I was someone that didn't have a lot of time freedom. I worked 60, 70 hours a week. I wasn't someone that was very active on social media. I didn't feel I knew a lot of people. So I was that typical person that really didn't know where to start, but just jumped in. For the small investment, I was like, I love the product. So if you are a raving fan, if you love the product, this is a must. And it's been the best yes I've honestly ever said. So all I wanted initially, Sara, was €200 a month, you know, a bit of extra income, bridging the gap. As someone that was self-employed, I had 5 staff. There was a lot of overheads. And like Daniele said, right now, I suppose with our current situation, this business has so much to offer in regards to the freedom and the options and the income, as well as the community, of course, right now. How amazing is it that over 31 of us can right now just connect as human beings? Like that's such an important part of our business. So I said yes, I jumped in wanting a bit of extra income just because at the time there was so many overheads. For me, I was that person that worked really hard. I was working at the age of 14. I was never afraid of hard work. I just needed the right vehicle. And for me, I always felt like there has to be more to life than this. And I was always searching for that. I was drowned in debt at the time, and there was no way out for me and my beauty salon. So when I started this business, it was an opportunity to earn that bit of extra income. For me, there is no secret to this business. It's just about being coachable and jumping in and just really taking the action to go out there and help people and share this amazing product. So for me, within 6 months, Sara, I was actually matching my full-time income of what I was taking from my salon. Within a year, I was actually earning a full-time income and got into National Marketing Director. In 13 months, I got to National Marketing Director. And now I'm International Marketing Director just June of last year. And that was quite some journey too. And what I love about this business is, it's such a journey of self-development. You know, the person I am, the self-confidence that I have, the lessons I've learned. I've also gone on to do a life coaching course, which is not something I ever would have done without this business. So for me, this business has given me now a full-time income, and an income that's 4 times more than I ever was earning, even when I was self-employed, which when on paper was a good income, but again, there were so many overheads. So now my income is amazing, but the person I am and the freedom that this business gives me is just, you can't put a price on that. I get to work from my phone, from my home, in my pajamas a lot of the time, in my workout gear. Like, it's amazing that we can literally do an hour a day. And I'll go back to I built this business in my little pockets of the day. I was working full time. So I always say to everyone, if you're looking for an extra income, if you want more, then if you have an hour a day and you're dedicated to that, and you have a vision, you can achieve anything. And that's what this business has given me, is, that options, freedom, flexibility, and something that always drove me in the business. And if not this, what else could ever give me what I have now? And now it's just going on to EMD and PMD, and the impact that I get to make, most importantly, that really is dear in my heart now, that I don't think you get when you start the business, but you certainly, your eyes are open as you grow and your vision is more clear.
Yeah, it's so true what you said, Laura. Like, you don't expect that personal growth, and it sounds almost a bit like, cheesy, doesn't it? But the growth that you experience in those, those years, and the confidence, and all of those aspects, almost they far outweigh the financial benefits, really, don't they?
Yeah, they really do, because I think in this business, I'm like a lot of people maybe listening in, for me, I've realized I am worthy of more, and I can achieve what I want, regardless of my background, of what I've been told by different people. What I love about this business is it doesn't matter what kind of education you have, where you've come from. If you want a future, that's what you can create, and you can decide to put that into your own hands and do something with that. And that's what's always excited me, that I've always seen with this opportunity so I've had a lot of personal growth, a lot of self-development that you get through this business, but it's amazing, and I wouldn't change it. And the people that I've met, my team and my friends, and I suppose really this business is about just creating a customer base and then building a team, and helping develop other people. And that's very rewarding to see other people earning that side income and helping them do that.
Yeah, it's so, and like you said, it's, sorry, someone unmuted. It's like you said, easily duplicatable system, and that's what makes it so simple and makes it work. Because like you said, you bring your customers in, you treat them well, you look after them, they eventually join the team, and you just sort of duplicate it down to a really, really simple business. So absolutely amazing. And so what would you say are your top tips for success in the Juice Plus company?
Okay, well, number one is probably my favorite one. And I think it's really important, because I've had to rebuild my business at certain times, and I've had to, push through and break through. And that's what business is. Business is seasons. And I think, if you want more, for me, you have to up your energy and your excitement. And I think this is vital. And this is what I help my team with. This is something I'm really big on. And it means a lot to me, because I know my success has come on the back of this. You have to have, I believe, energy, and how you show up is important. So on my team calls, I try and get everyone to turn, their camera on. We engage, we connect, energy, and just connecting as people, and excitement, really showing up with energy. And I think from just going back to people and connection, when when you come with good energy and good vibes and you bring your energy up at 100, people will probably meet you at 50%, you know. But if you come on at 50% or you're chatting to someone and they're like, you know, they don't really sense your energy, then they'll pick up on that. So I think the way you do everything is about your energy and your excitement, and it's not just about doing business and taking action, it's your energy behind that, it's your intention behind it. And I think that's for me really important. Number 2 is to have a vision and a goal. And I think sometimes this can sound a little bit airy-fairy to people, but I think where I had a breakthrough with this in my life coaching was being really specific in what you want. And whether you want to do 3 orders a month, whether you want 200 euro a month, whether you want to, you know, have a certain amount of pay line or a certain amount of clubs, whatever that is to you, be really specific and really clear. So for me, it could be like where I want to be, you know, by the end of May, where I'm going to be by the end of August, where I'm going to be by the end of the year. And it really is just about that bigger picture, you know, and really thinking about where you want to be and visualizing that for yourself. So I love cue cards, and I think a big break point for me, big breaking point in my business was writing down specifically what I wanted and putting it in my office, putting it on your fridge, putting it on your bedside locker, putting it on your mirror, but really focusing on what you want and write down that goal, whether it be a certain amount of clubs, a certain amount of income maybe, and whatever it is you want, but get really clear on what you actually want. And if you're unsure about that, speak to the person that brought you in and get some help around that and make that really exciting, get a clear goal. Number 3 is obviously to take action, you know, because this can sound really obvious, but again, on the back of your goal, on the back of specifically wanting something, now you have the fun action point to create your own DMO. So depending on your goal, you're going to make your own DMO of how many people you're going to speak to, you know, how are you going to attract people to your business, and you know, how are you going to build that? So for me, it's like social media, and what I'm doing every day, and looking after my customers, and how many people I'm going to reach out to and have conversations with. So it's actually actively doing the business, and having them conversations however you build, but taking action. The next one, number 4, is consistency. And what I like to describe consistency is like putting popcorn in the microwave. So, you know, like we say it's a Saturday night and you're pouring yourself a glass of wine, having a cup of tea, putting popcorn in the microwave to have a little Saturday night treat. But you put the popcorn in the microwave for 2 minutes on high heat and you just know it's going to pop. You don't have any doubt. You don't believe it's not going to pop. You just know if I put the popcorn into the microwave for 2 minutes, it's going to pop. But unfortunately with this business, what we do is we keep opening the microwave to see has it popped, and we don't actually put it on the 2 minutes and expect it to pop. So it's like you need to put your business on high heat for a period of time, take action every single day and let the popcorn pop. It's like planting seeds, and you've got to have that faith that what you do today may not come back tomorrow, but you know it's inevitable. If you keep taking action, you're going to get results. And number 5, the most important, I do believe, is working on you. And again, self-development, when I first heard of self-development, I kind of gathered it was working on myself, but didn't really know where to start. I started with the book, The Secret. So that's my best advice, that every new team member that comes into my team, whether they be frontline to me or my downlines, I recommend The Secret. It changed a lot for me. It changed my focus, my vision, my confidence. I love The Power is probably another personal favorite. Whether you're in the business or not, I think it's so important to work on you and your mindset and grow as a person, particularly right now. We all need that light in our lives, and we all want that focus and positivity. And I'm a big believer that you get what you focus on, no matter what it is in life. You get what you focus on most, whether it be good or bad. And always please remember that. So for me, working on yourself, like whether it be 10 minutes in the morning, take some time for you, focus on what you do have, focus on what you're grateful for right now, focus on what you're grateful for what's coming to you, and really just working on yourself and your mindset. There's loads of books, there's loads of audibles, but actually the one last piece of advice that I'll give you that I feel has been really helpful to me, whether it be in business or life, is that we can all look so outside for external gurus, mentors, life coach, motivators. But I do believe, and I say to my team all the time, is that we have everything in us that we need. So to go inside to you and connect with yourself, like for 10 minutes a day, take a journal, get a pen and paper and take some 10 minutes for you. And again, this might sound airy fairy, but there's so many books, there's so many audibles. You are your best life coach. You are your best mentor. You are your best motivator. Sit with yourself and take some time for you and focus on what you want, and you'll just show up differently. So I hope that helps.
Oh, wow. I'm laughing to myself because I'm sat here with my crystal, my journal, and myself. It's so true. I was really stuck in a lot of senses until I started practicing a lot of self-development, and it just transforms everything, doesn't it? But I took so much from that, you know, let the popcorn pop. That's like gold dust. That little saying I'm gonna love. And the cue cards as well. We obviously do these calls regularly. Never seen them before, and I'm a stationery laminator lover, so I've put that on my to-do list, the cue cards. But they're just incredible top tips, Laura. They're absolutely amazing. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
You've had this, you know, huge success. You've overtaken your income from your old business. You're an international marketing director, heading towards executive marketing director. So what's your vision for the future with Juice Plus?
For me, you know, when I hit IMD, it was such a pinnacle, amazing, emotional experience that I will never forget. And the reason why I believe is because I think I truly in my heart experienced the impact, you know. So for me, international marketing director, I renamed it to impact marketing director, because I think for the first time I realized the impact that I can have and the true leaders that are coming through in my team, the duplication. So for me, I think my eyes have been open to now EMD is like empowering. And, you know, for me, it's just about impacting so many people. So I'm really looking forward to the future and the next, you know, couple of years at the absolute, you know, most that I will be PMD plus. PMD is my vision this year, and I believe in my heart it's possible. I'm getting engaged. Well, I am engaged. I'm getting married at the end of this year. So there's a lot to look forward to, you know, for me and, you know, the future. And I'm just really looking forward to an incredible, stable income. You know, when you think that you can be earning 10 grand plus a month, like that is just mind blowing. And to think that where I was 6 years ago, to be saying a figure like that I would have never, from where I came from, felt worthy of that. You know, I think that's a big thing, you know, like to be worthy of that kind of impact and to have that kind of income is incredible to me and still blows my mind. But regardless of, you know, the money and the income and what I can do with that, it's the freedom, it's to be able to be with my kids, please God, in the future, you know, and to have that choice if I wish, to spend a lot of time abroad, traveling, living life on my terms. And for me, what will always excite me and did 6 years ago is the freedom, flexibility and the choice to run my life the way I choose and with who I choose, you know, to be in my life and spend time with my loved ones, and just have a life of fullness and freedom and create an impact. So that is my vision.
Oh, look, amazing. I'm so excited. If I wasn't in the business, I would be after your talk this evening. And impact marketing director, I love that. I've written that in capital letters in my notebook, so thank you so much. You've been absolutely amazing and you look amazing, and I love your accent as well. I'm just girl crushing over here.
Thank you so much for having me. It's the best yes I've ever said.
Oh, thank you. And thank you so much to all of our speakers this evening. You've all been amazing. We appreciate all so much. Thank you to James, as always, for arranging another incredible call. We hope you have enjoyed it. We hope you are ready to say the best yes of your life, and we look forward to welcoming you to our Juice Plus family. Any questions, just pop whoever invited you on the call a message and they will be more than happy to help. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.